Hi guys, hope you all are doing pretty well. So in this video, we are going to see how we can perform the mobile version of the browser in the browser attack. Now, as you already know, in the previous video, we explored how to target desktop users using this technique. But today we are going to take it one step further and make this attack fully optimized for mobile users. So when it comes to mobile devices, the UI behavior and user expectations are completely different compared to desktop. So if you try to run a normal browser in the browser attack on mobile, it just won't feel realistic. And that's where the user might get suspicious about it. That's why we need to tweak a few things to make our attack look and feel legit on mobile devices. So basically, there are three main things that we need to configure. The first thing we need to change is the user agent of the browser that we control. Now, why is this important? Because when we send a request to a web server, the server checks the user agent to determine whether the request is coming from a desktop or a mobile device. So, if we spoof our user agent to something like an iPhone, iOS, or an Android device, then the server will automatically respond with the mobile friendly version of the website. And that's exactly what we want. The second thing we need to do is hide the cursor. Now think about it. On mobile device, users don't see a mouse cursor, they interact using touch. So if a victim visits our page and suddenly sees a cursor moving around or a static cursor, that's a huge red flag. So we just simply need to hide the cursor using a program. Now comes the third part, or the most important part. Since we are simulating a mobile environment, the user will obviously need a keyboard to enter credentials. But here is the catch, we are not using a real mobile browser, so the default keyboard won't pop up automatically. So we need to use a third-party tool again to make this happen. So after we have configured all three these things, we are ready to launch a fully functional mobile friendly browser in the browser attack. Now let's see quickly how to do these settings. So here I am in the cloud instance. So we will configure the user agent. So I'm going to start the VNC server, the Tiger VNC server, and the NoVNC service. Now make sure you have Tiger VNC server installed in this. In the previous video, we used the Tiger VNC server, but for this video, for the mobile friendly version of the browser and the browser attack, we are going to need the Tiger VNC server because it supports more functionalities and more settings which we will require for this mobile friendly version of it. So using this command, I'm going to start the Tiger VNC server. So yeah, it has successfully started. Now I will start the NoVNC service. Oh, I made a mistake. It is the port is 5901 where the VNC server is running. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, here is the our cloud server interface, and you can see it in the portrait mode because we are targeting the mobile device this time. So let's close this because now we just need to do setting. After we are done with all the setting, we will configure it back to this form. So I kept the geometry in 1080 by 1920. We are going to just reverse it to see the inline spot again. Yeah, so you will see this pop up when you open it with the Tiger VNC service, but just minimize it. There is no need to do this. Now from this run, I will open the Firefox-esr. and launch it. Now what we need to do is open the configuration page of our browser, which will is in about config. It will ask you for this proceed with caution, just accept it and continue. Now this is the place where we are going to add the user agent. So for that we will search for user agent list. Just open the first link, and from here you will get a lot of user agents, and let's say we are targeting iPhone users, so we will select the iPhone user agent. So let's select any iPhone user agent from here. Let's take this iPhone 16. I will just copy the entire thing from here and go here. Then we have to search for general.useragent.override. Yeah, this thing. As you can see, I have already configured it. What you need to do is let's delete it for now. I will delete it. Yeah, so by default it will be on boolean. You need to set it to string. After setting it to string, just add it here and just copy paste the value and click on OK. Now if I open the gmail.com or the instagram.com, it will load in the mobile version of it. As you can see here, as you can see, it is the mobile version of the Gmail. And if I open the Instagram, it will be the same. Yeah, as you can see, it is loading the Instagram version. It is using the mobile version of the Instagram. So yeah, so first step is done. Now let's move to the second part of it. So guys, now for the second part, we need to hide the cursor. For that, we are going to use a program called xbanish. So for that, we need to install some dependencies and the C++ compiler GCC and unclutter as well. So to do all those things, make sure you run this command. I have already run this command and everything is installed on my system. So after you run this command, so then what you can do is go to the opt directory, because we are going to git clone the xbanish program. For that, let's go to opt directory, and you need to run this command, which is git clone, then the link of to the git repository. So I've already ran this command as well, and the xbanish program is already in my system. So just run this command, it will download the entire thing for you. After that, as you can see, here is the xbanish program. Just move to it, then write the make command. Now the make command will install the xbanish for you. So after you have done with the installation of the xbanish, you can use it. So let's see how we can interact with it. So here is my cloud instance. I will open the terminal. After you open terminal, just launch it like this. Then we will select the -a argument to hide everything, and just click enter, and you will see my cursor has just disappeared. If I move out of to the NoVNC window, you can see the cursor is visible, and if I just move inside, I see no cursor at all. But I can still interact with some this icons and all, but I just don't see the cursor. So let's quit it and move to the third part, which is installing a keyboard. So guys, we are going to use the onboard keyboard. So to install that, run this command sudo apt install onboard, and it will install the complete onboard keyboard on your system. So I have already installed it, so I will not be running this command again. So after you're done with installations, let's move to the cloud instance. and here I will minimize it and go to the applications accessories. So you will see here two options, one onboard and one onboard settings. So clicking on onboard will launch the onboard keyboard here, and what we need to do is we need to configure the settings to make it look very mobile friendly. So by default it will look like trash, but I will show you the settings which will make it look like completely mobile friendly. So from the journal, make sure you tick this box auto show when editing text, so that when the victim user click on the login text box, the keyboard automatically pops up so that the user can enter the credentials. So after that, you don't need to change anything here. Just go to Windows and click on dock to screen edges, which will make it cover the entire screen. So after that, in the transparency you can keep these settings, just make a good look of it. Then in the layout, make sure you select the phone so that it will make the size of the keyboard, it will adjust the size of the keyboard according to the mobile device. In the theme I have selected the Droid. You can also test with the other themes, but I think this worked the best. Then from auto show, yeah, these are the settings which you need to do pretty much for a mobile version of browser in the browser attack. So yeah, we are pretty much done with the configurations. Now let's see how we can wind up all together and deliver a perfect mobile version of browser in the browser attack. So guys, this time you need to run the VNC server in the portrait mode. So we will flip the geometry of it. So we will keep the geometry 1080 by 1920. So what this will do, it will start the VNC server in the portrait mode, as we saw as what we saw in the starting of the video was exactly this. So yeah, the Tiger VNC server has already started. So now let's start the NoVNC service by using this command. Yeah, so the NoVNC service has also started. Now we can see it is loading in the portrait mode, perfect for the mobile device. Just minimize it. Then we will launch the terminal. From here applications, we will start the onboard keyboard. Yeah, it has also started, as we can see. So guys, as you can see, it looks pretty well suited for the mobile device, and from here you can actually also adjust the size of it. So just like if you click drag here, you can adjust the size of it. So you have to experiment through it and make sure to so that it fit well for your victim device. Okay, so it's kind of hit and trial method, so you have to keep experiment, refine it more and make it perfect. So yeah, so let's run xbanish to so that the cursor vanishes. From here this command, and also make sure to include the ampersand at the end so that it can also run with the other programs. Yeah, so our cursor has vanished, as you can see. If I move out of the NoVNC service, I can see, but inside the cursor is not visible, so it's working perfectly as expected. After that, we are going to launch the Firefox-esr with https gmail.com. So yeah, as you can see guys, I will just zoom it a little bit using Control plus. Yeah, now it looks like very much like the mobile version. So yeah, this is pretty much it. You can configure it like anyhow you like. This is your browser, you have full control over it. You can modify any way you want. It depends on the victim you're targeting and the user you're targeting. So yeah, this is how. Just run it in the kiosk mode and it will be perfect for you.